it'd definitely be worth it to miss school to meet the president or someone big like that. Maybe it wouldn't be worth missing school to go see this new Snow White movie.
It depends on how much you like school, I guess.
We'll get to that in a second.
Well, the weekend proved another victory for the Avengers, but it wasn't the biggest movie of the weekend. That distinction belonged to Snow White and the Huntsman, which brought in $56.3 million. Men in Black 3 was bumped to second with $29.3 million, and the Avengers was third this week with another $20.3 million, and also moved into third place all time behind Avatar and Titanic. The Avengers has earned $552.7 million so far. The week's other new release was For Greater Glory, which earned $1.8 million for 10th place. With its admirable cast, Darling Companion seems like it can't lose. After all, it's a dog story with Diane Keaton and Kevin Kline, but it has mostly unlikable characters and gets awfully repetitive as they search for a missing dog, over and over. Towards the end, it started to grow on me, but the contrived ending ruined that. It isn't so darling after all. 3 stars out of 5. For Greater Glory tells the true story of religious persecution in 1920s Mexico. It has good intentions and an interesting true story, but suffers from a cliche-ridden, heavy-handed, melodramatic script that's too packed with too many characters and too many storylines. It veers off in so many directions it makes your head spin. There's plenty of action and the main actors are decent enough, but the film commits a huge sin. It makes Eva Longoria look positively matronly. Oh, I didn't even recognize her. 2.5 stars out of 5. Snow White and the Huntsman features top-notch effects, but is hobbled by a first-time director, a silly script, and a runtime that's an hour too long. Horribly, woefully miscast, Kristen Stewart keeps drawing a blank. She's morose Bella in all her movies. That's all she's capable of. And who thinks she's fairer than Charlize Theron? While still nice to look at, Theron's overacting is bad on an epic scale. You can almost hear the director saying, okay, great, but make it bigger. The 7 dwarfs are present, but there are really 8. Why? And they all have bad attitudes. There's no dopey, just grumpies times 8. Then the movie does an attitude shift, and Stewart gives this ridiculous, unconvincing, and uninspiring Braveheart speech and goes into full Joan of Arc mode. All I could see was her 2 huge front teeth. I couldn't help but thinking, she's a morose chipmunk. I actually became one of the dwarfs while watching this unnecessary, wrong-headed movie. Sleepy. 2 stars out of 5. For my reviews, a look at this week's DVD and Blu-ray releases and more, head over to my website, bobrichardsmoviereviews.com, or link to it at KIVI-TV.com.
Sounds like you'd just stick with school then.
I would. I'd go to school.
Playing hooky and heading to the theater for that one. Not the greatest stuff in theaters. But
no,
we'll see,
not a very good week in theaters.
We'll see Friday what's coming out this coming weekend, though. Maybe it can redeem itself.